the leader at the conference has been very much so to the guidance that he's given me, and how he's empowered me to have a life. So, don't want to help me welcome me, baby.
Black represents the struggle of my people. The black represents the silent voices of my people. The black represents the hyper-visibility of my people. The black represents the invisibility of my people. The black represents the strength of my people. It is with immediate concern and urgency that a state of emergency must be declared in order to address the hostile and toxic environment being faced by various communities of color at the University of California, San Diego. We're dealing with a destructive campus in which our safety, in addition to our emotional, physical, and mental well-being, are constantly threatened. This issue now merits substantive administrative action. In order to begin transforming this campus climate, we must establish a base from which to build. The university has constructed a meaning of diversity along with diversity efforts that does not directly confront the institutionalized racism, classism, sexism, and homophobia faced by historically underrepresented and underserved people. We affirm diversity is the representation of historically underrepresented racial groups, underprivileged persons of low socioeconomic background, and women. We assert this definition to be the diversity the university needs to put at the forefront when considering efforts to increase underrepresented and marginalized people of color on this campus. Diversity is not recruiting students from certain regions of the United States. This is a mass effort to privatize the University of California. The University of California system is not representative of communities of color, low-income communities, and other historically underrepresented and marginalized communities. The detrimental effect of the campus climate that we now witness is only a continuum of institutional, systematic, racial inequalities, and intolerance that the administration has been well aware of throughout documentations of the 2007 Yield Report, as well as the Black Student Union BUCS campaign. Students in general feel isolated, unsupported, which contributes to the continuous cycle that prevents underrepresented communities from entering this very university. For students of color, queer-identified students, and students with low socioeconomic background, this has been a continuated struggle to validate our own presence and existence at this university, both socially and academically. We stand in solidarity in the struggle with all marginalized groups, underrepresented communities at the UCSD campus, which include, but are not limited by, the Native American and Indigenous brothers and sisters fighting for the repatriation of their ancestral remains found on the UCSD campus. We understand the subsequent effects, access, yield, retention of Indigenous persons who do not feel welcome and embraced by a campus that continuously disrespects the spirituality and unique culture of the Native faiths. In addition, we also stand in solidarity with our fellow Machistas, who are in struggle to permanently place a Chicano mural on this campus, as well as increase the number of Chicano Latino students on this campus. We will hold this university accountable to its mission statement, and quote, UC San Diego embraces diversity, equity, and inclusion as essential ingredients of this academic excellence in higher education. We would like to stress that none of the following demands are new, and we will not be ignored anymore. In this state of emergency, the Black Student Union, alongside our current student, faculty, and staff supporters and allies, demand the following. Firstly, in regards to access to higher education for underrepresented students, we demand permanent funding for student-initiated access programs. As a public institution, UCSD has responsibility to the historically underrepresented community that it should serve. On top of the fact that it has a student-promoted access center for education and service doing more than enough work in the field of access. Spaces is a student-run, student-initiated center, meaning that the students are doing the work that the university should do. In regards to admissions, we demand that the admissions policy continues as comprehensive review with additional points given to first-generation college students and students who attend the 4th or 5th quintile high school in California. The Senate Administration Task Force on Budget proposed to increase non-residential enrollment by switching from a comprehensive review to a holistic review. We demand that half of the revenue generated from non-resident tuition to be allocated to programs specifically designed to support access, retention of underrepresented students of California at UC San Diego. We also demand that the university announce public plans to ensure that the pool of admitted out-of-state students resembles the demographics of California. In regards to yield, we demand that the university begin to do its work in recruiting historically underrepresented students by implementing yield programs initiated by the students and fully funded by the university. Yield is designed to facilitate the transition between student-initiated access and student-initiated retention programs. This is solely the responsibility of the university to fund, implement, and maintain such listed programs. It institutionalizes the efforts of recruitment to this campus by placing part of the responsibility in the hands of the administration. In regards to the retention of historically underrepresented and underserved students, we demand the necessary institutional resource for programs that contribute to our intellectual, socio-cultural development, retention, and achievement. In addition to the Academic Success Program and the Student Promoted Access Center for Education and Service, the community centers also provide internships to students, host events relevant to minority struggles with a clear focus on validating the presence and contributions of underrepresented groups. In regards to academics, we demand strong institutional support for academic programs that contribute to an improved campus climate. We demand that the university establish organized research units to work towards supporting research of African American, Chicano, Native American, and indigenous communities. In regards to administrative accountability, we demand that the UC San Diego administration take responsibility for implementing institutional action to develop and maintain a critical mass of underrepresented students. We demand the expansion of the Chief Diversity Officer to an Associate Vice Chancellor of Diversity Affairs as a full-time position with a fully funded office with a responsibility for all campus diversity initiatives. This person will not be responsible for the boys' school. We demand that students from the Student Affirmative Action Committee should be participating in the search process. In regards to campus climate, we demand a climate that promotes and addresses the needs of historically underrepresented communities. Finally, we demand that the administration respond to these demands on March 4th in a thorough written response with details on how each program will be implemented and a timeline for immediate action. The Chancellor has had more than